World of YouTube, I want to go over a couple things. And let's put this on. This is Kimball Farms. Actually, bear with me. And on June 13th. This thing on? Yes. So I played this video. Because on the 13th, of course, I went here to snag some ice cream. But what happens next is, oh, man. Lately, I've been having finally some dreams. But I mean, some of them do go away, I forget. Some of them have been very vivid. I even got a name in one of them. But the only thing, I mean, it did come up with one thing, and it's a story about a man who killed his wife by throwing her off a boat because he was a professional sailor, I guess. And I think he had the right name. But I might do a story on that anyways. But the guy got charged with murder, even though there was no body or evidence. But everything led to him, you know, in the end, and they convicted him. But in honor of the family and the, you know, person lost, and I should just do a video for that purpose. But anyways, there's another dream I had I didn't go over, but I'm still trying to place where it was going in the end. But there's a whole nother story I gotta talk about. And it has to do with my mother, mind you, but this was a person that came to visit me in my dream. His name was Doug Scruton. And when I was a kid, I'd known him as Uncle Doug. Why my mother put that in my head is beyond me, but I found it as a kid very odd, but due to the fact that that guy was a very nice man and was a true, legit, hardcore mechanic. Worked on my mother's car every time it broke down, especially that Ford Granada. Ha! My mother had. And he visited me in a dream, and I gotta do a whole thing on that, because it's something I don't want to talk about, but you know what? I've been doing a lot of thinking about it and just looking back, and it's like, oh my, could this have happened? But we're here at Kimball Farm. And this one still raises the hair on the back of my neck. And two times, other than this. And this is why I know this is true. Believe it or not, I don't care. But I am highly into my ghost and my ghost hunting, even though I haven't been out in a while because I've been so busy. I'm getting ready to prepare myself for a good ghost hunt. And that's going back to the Gardner Pierce mansion because, right, the camera I have is, like I said, been catching a lot of stuff. And I didn't have that camera when I went to this place, so coming soon. But other than this, 2 times, and this will make it 3rd time that this has happened to me. And then this is a shocker being here, because this place is new. It was built, I want to say this place was built in like 2014. Between then and 2015. So it's, roughly a newer place, but this only's got to be that something is following me. And I've been thinking a lot about this because when this happened when I was a teenager now, it was like, I want to say either, excuse me, 88 or 80, no, yeah, about 88, maybe the end of 87 and into 88. And I think that this person that I knew from school now, and this was the same person that it was another student. She was a girl. She was a twin. Her name was Heidi Wood. She had a sister, Heather Wood. I wasn't sure, but I thought I saw her sister at Walmart one day, and I hesitated, and it looked just like her, and it probably was, but I just didn't want to go up to her if it wasn't her and say, oops, sorry, wrong person, so I just left it alone. But if it was her, it's like, damn, I wanted to say hi to her. I mean, I could just go to a picture anyways. I did try and take pictures immediately after this, but nothing came up. But this girl, and I want to say, oh man, I got to look up the date, and I'm going to go over this. Because one thing, I've wanted to do this, but just got sidetracked so many times. But this girl, Heidi, actually taught me how to dance. It was like a good friendship type thing. Not girlfriend, boyfriend. She turned out to be a good friend. But she ended up moving. And after that, it was like she was there and then she was gone. And I didn't realize later on, and it always haunts me now, but I think this person came to me in a dream, called out my name and said, Archie! And it was like, I was in my room one day, and I'm looking around like, what the my mother wasn't home, my father, I believe, was in the other room, but this was like a woman's voice. And, you could tell it was a woman or a girl voice. Come to find out that poor girl, around that time, and I'm thinking, and I've been thinking about this a lot, around that time, that voice, and I did have a dream of her that came in, talking, whatever, type dream. And literally around that time, man, she got hit by a vehicle in Athol, Mass, walking home, and of course passed away. Very sad situation. And I believe that she communicated with me at that time. And it was like I wasn't understanding it, didn't realize it, wasn't even thinking about it, because later on, I found out in the newspaper, of course, or someone told me somehow. I found out. I'm like, what the And that was bad, man. I mean, this girl, she was just this good-hearted person. And right, she was like probably like, say so, in my lifetime, probably one of the third or fourth girls that was like a good friend of mine, and not boyfriend, girlfriend thing. And it was like, hey, whatever. But anyways, the second time of my voice, or my name being called out, was from my goddamn father after he passed, and it was like, Arch, and I'm like, what the? Woke up, heard a man's voice. And like I say in a video, after I went back to sleep, man, there he was. I'm like, oh, shit. Went through the dream clearly, vividly. Gave me his wallet. Target with pictures in it. Me, my brother Doug, and my oldest brother was last, of course, because he ended up being, and it was very faded because, he ended up being a dipshit in life. But that was the second time I ever heard my name called out. Now the third time, go figure. And I believe something was following me because someone said, Archer, and I was like, turned around. And I thought in my head as I'm walking towards the truck here, it was in the mid of this parking lot. I want to say I was like maybe 8 feet from the truck going to get in. And I'm thinking, who the hell is calling my name and who knows me? Because I wasn't, I immediately turned around, waited to see if someone was going to walk up to me. No one was, as you can see, there's a lot of people here. There's a lot of people sitting back here, too. But not one of them people, and I watched, and I looked, excuse me, and I just looked into that crowd. And no one was walking for, sometimes, usually people greet me if they see me. How you been? Got the whole thing going. Hey, what's up? It's just right when I'm out. And if you know me, I got tunnel vision a lot sometimes because, man, I'll tell you, when I'm out, I'm thinking of the next thing I need to do. For a video, for, some work, money. And my mind's occupied. There's a lot of times, man, my mind drains me so bad. Man, I gotta go lay down, take a goddamn nap. Because I'm just trying to think, what can I do next? Different. I've always been the person that's got to be different. Dress different, look different, act different. A lot of people you see out there follow people's looks, follows people's dressing, not me. But, I don't know. And like I said, I'm standing there, I get back in the truck, my wife's like, what the hell are you doing? What are you looking at? Someone just called my name. And like I'm waiting for someone to emerge, someone to come out of the crowd. Somebody say, hey, what's up? But not a person walked, or even when I looked at the people, there was no one looking at me. They were all doing their thing, talking, eating. There was even one person just walking around in there, as you can see the head standing up. There was nobody. Like I said, usually when I'm out, someone will approach me. So, whatever spirit following me, someone say, well, buy me an ice cream. Wow. I don't know. It's just, and where I haven't been doing my ghost hunting lately, I believe something's trying to reach out with me anyways, because, oh man. And I've noticed that too. If I step away from ghost hunting a lot, things around me happen. So if it was some friggin' noise or voice, let alone someone calling my name. Whatever the case may be, I know I'm an advocate for the dead. And when I step away from it a lot, then I had a dream this morning, but I forgot about it. But that wasn't really nothing. But the other one, about the name, and it was Buster Griggs. So like I said, I got to do a whole nother video on that, but to show you what I found. But Buster Griggs. And in the dream, I don't know, the guy was talking about, hey, check up on this card, man, because I was like in a baseball card shop, and the guy's asking me to look it up because he just bought it off some woman. He wanted me to know, give him a value on it. I'm like, what the fuck are you? You're a baseball shop. And I looked Buster Griggs. I'm like, all right. So I'm looking in, I found an Ian or something, Griggs. There was another Buster Griggs, but he lived in Texas, and it was just in the obituary. But he was owned a bowling alley or something, so I still gotta look into this name, but it was clear as day. Usually when I get, these names and dreams, I look something up like the John Fitch mines. Led me to find out that Fitchburg had gold mines, but they stopped searching for them. And Native Americans at the time were around also in Fitchburg. So, and there's supposedly not many stories or supposed to be any truth about the natives being in Fitchburg, but I think they literally did pass through that. I don't think they lived there, which I think I can be wrong, because there's a lot of mountains and a mountain in Fitchburg that lines up with Mount Wachusett. They did a lot of crossing through there. I don't think they lived there, but I think they did a lot of camping there on their journeys. So with that being, because there was a river, and they did live on hills. And Fitchburg has a lot of hills. So, and my findings, boy, from an old Amherst College, got a video up on it. Someone wrote about it. Yeah, led me to find out that there was Native American activity in Fitchburg. So, John Fitch Mines, two guys in a dream, check out the John Fitch Mines. I'm like, what the? Like, who the hell are you? When I do get these, it's like, who the hell are you? Who are you talking to? But I go about myself stating, sometimes, overlook what I say. Dreams have a meaning. And if you have dreams, boy, you need to document them. You need to look into stuff. You need to try to remember when you wake up, because you might miss something very important. In the dreams that I've had in the past, leading me to places, especially the the Pierce Haunted Mansion in Gardner. Basement up there, boy, I had a dream of. And it wasn't pleasant either. There is evil in that place, and it made it known to me before I even stepped through that door. So with that being said, I would have loved to know who the hell called me here. Who's following me, but other than that, folks, be safe, take care, and always believe. I don't care what you say. You don't believe me, you're a fool. Fool-ah. Till that next ghost video, though. And I'm sure I'm going to have a doozy on the next one, boy. Keep believing. Out.